Alrighty, on we go. Forward and fearsomely onward. There is actually a minuscule chance of being invaded in Nightmare of Mensis, that's what I call this area. It's partially Murgo's Loft, but not quite. But it doesn't happen very often. If it does happen, I'll probably quit out and dodge it. Dodgeroni. And we don't have to deal with brain ladies, so we probably won't die, but who knows. I'm not playing particularly well today, but I'm at least sounding articulate when I talk, so all is well on that front. And yeah, pretty easy parry as it happens. Literally any frame is a parry. Neo is coming out relatively soon, I think, but I can't remember exactly when. Maybe October. So we might have move by then, which leads to another, or a whole host of issues to worry about. So not really super concerned about Neo until then. So, but the act of parrying made me think about Neo, because I'm not really sure how parrying works in Neo, if it does at all. But it's still Soulsian in every other aspect, so should be a fun experience, all the same. He went for a grab, usually goes for a slash, so pretty unusual. And of course the Battle Lady here is very close to the start, so that reduces the odds of getting invaded. In addition to no one ever invading this area at high levels. We're a lot more likely to get invaded in Virgo's Loft. But since we were already invaded once, and we've died a lot, I don't think it's very likely. If you don't die very often, then you're pretty much guaranteed to get invaded, because it like moves you up in the matchmaking queue. If you die a lot, it moves you down. Alright, I guess we could dance with Harry Potter for a little bit. I think he'll probably kick my ass, but who knows, every once in a while the powder fight goes well. This kindly gentleman up here, the hardest NPC fight in the game. Luckily he hasn't transitioned to the weapon. Also the Black Hunter might actually be harder than him now. It used to be trivial. Maybe not. Don't doubt the Potter. The Potter is mighty and fearsome. Until you get a parry. Almost never parry this guy. But today we get one. Fun. There we go. Eat shit, Potter. You suck. Usually it kicks my ass really quickly, but not today, I guess. That's probably just luck. Good ol' luck. Dear friend, T. And lately I've been dying a lot to these guys. Which doesn't make a ton of sense, but oh well. Even the trade parry is a good parry. We could definitely hit this guy through the wall, we might as well do that. Or reason not to. Alright, now we gotta deal with Chain Guy. And then the Archer after that. Just have to keep line of sight on the Archer. Oh, it's bad luck. Usually he goes for the charge. I know how to parry the charge. But the chain's a little bit more unpredictable. Huh. maybe all of a sudden we'll start playing competently, since I've stopped blabbing. I'm content having said my piece about Barry Bonds previously. Baseball Hall of Fame is something I enjoy talking about immensely, even if I don't really have any peers to talk about it with. But you can talk about people on, or there's always someone online to talk about it with, even if you never find anyone in reality who's interested in it. Of course, it's not like A, I have peers in the first place, and B, assuming I had said peers, that they would be interested in video games of all things, or sports. Far more interested in random shit. I guess movies. Movies seems to be the easiest thing where it's possible to find somebody else who's interested in that. But generally speaking, people are interested in boring shit like babies and so forth. And all the Facebook memes, as you see. That's what people my age tend to be focused on. Reproduction and like a new house and getting married and what have you. All things I don't really give a shit about. Well, actually I care a little bit about getting married, but everything else not so much. I have this weird fear that if I have children, that they'll be super competent people, but they'll be evil. And obviously if a person's super competent, they will be uncontrollable no matter what. There's no way you can... Like, you can develop their capabilities as a person, but you can't sway their morality, because they're going to come to their own conclusion on morality. And you have no real control over that. And in our shitty-ass society, morality is fucked. So you'd assume society would have a stronger chance of winning out versus the instruction of the parents. And that's definitely true, so that's hence the fear. But if you don't have kids, then the chance of producing the scourge of the earth decreases. Alrighty. Man, it's gonna be a really weird set of edits whenever I do this set of videos. Philosoph. Ooh. We're just doing what's his face, right? I'm probably not gonna remember. So that little philosophical note there will probably fade into nothingness, except for the stream viewers. What handful exist? But up we go to Nightmare, or to whatever the hell this guy's name is, Mikolash. Everyone's favorite cocksucker. Cocksucker. Ooh, which cocksucker? Deadwood is such a good show. Oh, I guess we could talk about Deadwood for the rest of the stream, that seems fine. I wasn't very good at talking about Deadwood the last time I tried. But I think I just had too much to think about. I watched it all too quickly, so it was more difficult to process. But Deadwood is not like a memified thing that everyone knows about, like The Wire is. So even though The Wire is probably a superior show to Deadwood in the long run, too many people know about The Wire, so you can't really talk about it without generating immediate comparisons to other people's trains of thought.